Magnetic field due to long straight conductor carrying current. Y dash Y, this is a conductor carrying a current of I. This is infinitely long, and we consider a small current element AB. The length is dl, and we have the point of interest P. Here we are interested in finding out the magnetic field. Here this is theta. A P B, this is d pi. O P Y dash, this is pi 1. O P Y, this is pi 2. O P A, this is pi. The distance A P is R. Okay, so these are the things you have to mention carefully in the diagram. We already know the Biot-Savart's law, that is dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square n cap. So this is magnetic field, small magnetic field, okay, and ideal is the current element, that is this is the length dl and the current flowing through this element dl is I, therefore this part is called current element, ideal. Now we will apply our trigonometric formulas for this triangle A, B and C. Here we have theta, therefore sin theta is equal to opposite side, which is AC, and hypotenuse is dl. Okay, so sin theta is opposite AC by AB. Now what is AC? AC is equal to AB sin theta. AB is nothing but what? dl. So in the place here you substitute dl, therefore AC is equal to dl sin theta. So this is one relation you just keep in mind. Next we consider this triangle ACP. Here we have a small angle d pi. If you apply sine formula, sin d pi, the opposite side is AC, is written here. AC, and the hypotenuse is AP, is written here. But we all know that for very small angles of d phi, the sin d phi can be written as d phi. Therefore, this whole term can be replaced by d phi. And also we know that AP is nothing but R. So this term is R. Therefore, what is AC now? AP is R into d phi. Therefore, AC is equal to R d pi. Now if you carefully watch, here also AC, here also AC, which is dl sin theta, here R d pi. So AC is dl sin theta R d pi. Now we have from the Biot-Savart law. What is Biot-Savart law? Just now we have seen mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square into n cap. Now keep mu naught I by 4 pi r square as it is. In the place of dl sin theta, you substitute the value this one. So dl sin theta is what? R d pi. So you are substituting. So mu naught I by 4 pi r square. Now dl sin theta, you are substituting this value r d pi n cap. Now this r and here one term gets cancelled. Therefore you have dB vector as mu naught by 4 pi I d pi by r n cap. Now let pi be the angle between BP and OP. Pi be the angle between, here it is not BP, it is AP. The correction, AP and OP. So in triangle OPA, if we consider this and if apply cos pi is nothing but adjacent side A and hypotenuse is R. Therefore cos pi is OP by AP, which is A by R. OP we know, this is A and the hypotenuse is R. From this relation, you bring this R this side and cos pi this side. So R is equal to A by cos pi. Now what you do is, we have mu naught by 4 pi I d pi divided by R. In the place of R, you substitute this value. Here we have R, you substitute A by cos pi, you are substituting here. This cos pi goes to the numerator. Therefore dB vector is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi A cos pi d pi n cap. Okay, this is for this small magnetic field because of this current element just now. Now we want the total magnetic field. Now we are interested in finding out the total magnetic field at P due to the conductor y dash. Now we are considering the entire. So in that case, what you have to do? You have to integrate both sides. So integration, here also integration. Integral and differential will get cancelled and you will get B vector. So integration is from minus pi 1 to pi 2. We already told you this is the total angle of the entire length of the conductor. So minus pi 1 to pi 2 dB. So now we know what is this? Mu naught I by 4 pi a cos pi d pi n. Mu naught I by 4 pi a is constant. You can bring that term outside, and if you integrate cos pi, integration of cos phi is nothing but sin phi. Upper limit is pi 2, lower limit is minus pi 1. You substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So this will become sin pi 2 minus sin minus pi 1. Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Therefore you will be having B vector is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi a sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2 into n cap. This is the general formula you can make use of. Suppose we have considered an infinitely long semiconductor. That means phi 1 and phi 2 is equal to 90 degree. So if that is the case, if you substitute 90 degree here, sin 91, here also sin 91. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's what is substituted here, 2 n cap. This 2 and here 4, here we have 2. Therefore, B vector is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi a n cap. So this is the magnetic field final result because of infinitely long conductor. So if the current increases, magnetic field increases. If the A increases, what is A? A is the distance between the conductor and the point P, where we are interested in finding out the magnetic field. If this increases, then magnetic field decreases. That means if A increases, magnetic field decreases. So that's all about this topic, magnetic field due to a long straight conductor carrying current. Thanks for watching. Nandri.